camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dalton, 1st and 10. And his first look is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Boyd. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's complete to John Ross. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Luck. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals heading back out there, and last year 7-9. So that meant back-to-back losing seasons for the first time since 2007-08. Now, they were able to knock off 2 teams late contending for the playoffs. They beat Detroit in Week 16, Baltimore Week 17, but I don't know that that's the silver lining Cincy fans are clinging to.
No, not at all. And when you just kind of feel around this team, you sense a rebuild is in order. And that starts on offense. Offensive line, they've got some top-rated draft picks that have to play up to their potential to help out the quarterback, Andy Dalton. They need wide receiver John Ross to catch a football. Didn't catch a single one as a rookie. And they need Tyler Eifert back in form at tight end after some health issues. But on defense, brand new.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 83 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. On the return is Henderson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts offense, Charles, heading out here. This is a franchise, it's hard to know what to make of them. You know, if they can keep number 12 out there, keep him healthy, you think they're going to be okay. Without him, though, it's really a completely different team, isn't it?
It certainly is, and it feels like a complete makeover and order, and they're trying to get that done. But I remember when they drafted number 12, Andrew Luck, they were predicted to be a last-place team. Instead, they went to the playoffs right out of the gate, first few years of his career. So to me, it comes all the way back to him. His health, if he's able to play all 16 and at a high level, the Colts are automatically transformed.
Off of play action, Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Vigil. with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here you go, 368. Lead. 368.
From midfield here, Dalton. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays...
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Lead. We're good.
Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Oh, now he bowls him over. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And is brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a run with Mixon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Stepping up, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jeff Driscoll, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning past him. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck being chased out left. And he's got Rodgers. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. One receiver left is Hilton. Luck. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body, back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Andy Dalton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
There you go, 368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Third and long. What will Dalton dial out? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. After the interception, it's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Brian Grant, the intended target. And now it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Luck now to throw. That's going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll run it with Mack. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage.
That's got to feel good for Andrew Luck. His first touchdown pass since New Year's Day of 2017. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. On second down, here's Mixon. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return is Henderson. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Luck. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Geno Atkins coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Luck. Buying time to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Andy Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
57, you got 59 over there.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So Dalton now. On the right side, caught by Green. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He gets this one to Boyd. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
To throw is Lott. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Naeem Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Naeem Hines with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Here's the rookie from the U, Mark Walton. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Danico Autry. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A gain of 32 that time.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now Luck, flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They get it to him running left. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, it's Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Danico Autry in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun to Mixon on the check down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now Mack. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it. as we come up on a big third down. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Locke. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going deep downfield for Ross. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Andy Dalton had 3 game-winning drives a year ago. He'll try to lead the Bengals to another as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're up by 1. They have the football. The key here, just don't do anything silly, right, Charles?
That's exactly right. You know, all the admonitions as they ran out there. Take care of the ball. Secure everything. Be tight in everything that you do. No let up, no crazy plays, and they can go home with a victory.
Let's see here if they can do all those things and hang on to this victory. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.